there any more discussion on the resolution before we go to public comment?
I'd like to ask a question about Act 372 that is mentioned in this resolution, and it's basically just a question, maybe someone at this table can answer, or Mr. Greer, or either one. I wanted to know, does this resolution parallel what is in this act, or will this act supersede what's in this resolution? And basically, I'm just making sure there's some harmony between what we're doing and what the state has passed already.
I would say it parallels it. I think that it certainly provides some, like has been discussed earlier, this is an opinion of the body, just giving some guidance to the library board as they create policies pursuant to Act 372 of 2001.
Thank you.
Mr. Kay?
Should we, and this is another question, sorry, should we at least include mention of Act 372 in therefore Section 1 or something like that? Just make briefly mention of it. Should we, be, this is giving policy type stuff, that they need to be started? They should start working on 372. It's the law, and it's coming down the pipe. There's people who don't like it. They can try to get it appealed, but that's Arkansas law. Again, we put a brief mention of it in the whereas. We don't give them anything in the bottom section to say, hey, we would like to, our encouragement.
Answer, Carlton. The spirit of it, whenever we drafted this, was for it to be in harmony with Act 372. And so it would not supersede, but be in harmony.
Would that be a potential to add those words, Jim, in the bottom, to be in harmony with Act 372? Just simple words like that.
You're acknowledging that 372 is mentioned in the resolution.
It's up in the whereas, but it says it's there, but when we're giving, the library should, enact policies that just say consistent with 372.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Okay, I'll make the motion to add at the very end, some of the policies consistent with Act 372. I'll read out. The library should enact policies consistent with Act 372 to relocate materials, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That way,
Did you catch that?
Yes, so it would say the library should enact policies, and you would add a provision consistent with Act 372 of 2023. So comma after policies, comma after 2023, and nothing else would change.
then we've acknowledged it's coming down the pipe. Librarian, it's coming down the pipe. Library board, you're going to have to deal with it unless something changes before July.
And I want you acknowledge also that regardless of our resolution, if they're not complying with law, that they wouldn't come back and say, well, it wasn't in there.
Well, it's in the whereas, but I think it's something, if it's important enough in there, and as important as that is to this picture.
I'm speaking out there, and there's a motion for the amendment to be spoken. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bill Inslee. Any discussion?